Hello there, Zed Slayers! CabooseDOTexe here with another Killing Floor 2 video covering another set of seasonal objectives. This time around, it's for the Neon Nightmares update for Killing Floor 2, which is basically the yearly spring update. I'll be making a video soon covering the patch notes for the beta 2, as well as for the official launch, so subscribe for those videos when they come out. So this season's reward is the AA12 Dynamic Double Bundle Skins. That's right, this time around you get 2 skins for the AA12. And you most likely have the dynamic skin for the FNFAL from the previous season. This time around they figured that it's time for the AA12, a more widely used weapon, to get a dynamic skin. But not just one, you get 2 of them. One that's just kind of like the regular Jaeger skin, and the other one which has RGB. Basically, it is the precious version of the neon skin. I prefer that one because I like how the colors constantly change. It just looks pretty to me. In order to get these skins, you'll have to complete the 5 seasonal objectives for Neon Nightmares. You'll have to get them done during the event, otherwise you ain't getting this skin. Don't worry, none of them involve killing a specific boss a certain amount of times. Also, if you'd like, stick around to the end of the video where I'll be talking about the 2 new weapons, and how I feel about them mechanically speaking as their stats aren't finalized. I mean, their stats aren't finished yet because I'm making this video during the beta. Once the official release drops, then they'll be finalized and we'll be going in them more in depth. If you want to just go there, a link to the timestamp is in the description. So this time around for the seasonal objectives, we've got 3 classic ones and two involving traps. The first one is entitled Failed Experiments. It's the standard kill 1500 Zeds, and this time around you can do it on any map, not just the new one, Relapse. However, you will have to be on Relapse to get the other 4 objectives done. This one's really simple. Just play the game and you'll get it soon enough. Honestly, this was maybe the second to last or third to last one that I unlocked. The next one is another standard one. It's called Weekly Lapse. It's just completing the weekly on the new map, Relapse. The weekly I had to go through was Z time, which is one of my favorites. I don't know, it's just fun to do. However, the time skills don't work. The Z time skills, they don't work on this one, so don't get any bright ideas there. Now the next 2 seasonal objectives are trap related, and you'll have to be on Biolapse to get both of them. That's Biolapse. I believe that's how it's pronounced, not Biolabs. The first one is Blender Blunder, and if you're an active member of the Killing Floor 2 community, then you already know about the bug on this one. Or at least the bug that was there. It is now fixed thanks to the beta 2, but I ended up getting it done before it was fixed, so I kind of wasted a lot of time trying to get that one. To get this one, you'll have to find the big room with the giant fan and the big pit, and then push Zeds into that pit onto the fan. Let the blades take care of them. There's only one access point and it's on one side, and on that side there's a platform with a button on each side of that platform. Pushing one of the buttons on either side will move this little barrier here, allowing you to shove Zeds inside the pit. Originally, this wasn't properly implemented, so when you push the button, it wouldn't push the Zeds far enough, or it pushed them too far and they would just kind of like fall through the map without hitting the blades. Because of this, they wouldn't count towards your kills. I probably knocked off at least 100 Zeds and only one of them ever counted. And I tried it with every Zed. There was no Zed that would get knocked into that pit successfully and it would count. It was just kind of random which one went in. It's patched now, but that doesn't mean I'm going to get my time back for knocking Zeds in with my fists. I literally just was punching Zeds with the butt of my gun, just knocking them in there. There's no requirement on this one in terms of difficulty or game length, so just set it on normal and have it be a long game, so that way you can just find it easily. You're guaranteed to find it in a long. I'm just glad the button works now, because now that it works good. You know, it does its job. The next objective is it's a trap, and it requires you to use the 2 trap doors found in the room with the red lighting. I played this map several times, and this is the only room that has red lighting, so you'll instantly know which one it is. Now there's something off about these traps. I don't know if it's intentional or not. I'm assuming it's intentional. When you push the button, they stay open for like 10 or 15 seconds. Like they stay open for a pretty good amount of time. And the Zeds are dumb enough to just kind of wander in if you stand behind it. Putting the trap door between you and the Zeds, they'll just kind of walk in. They don't even know that it's open and whatnot. So it's easy to get them to fall in. However, each door can only be used once per game. Once they both close, you have to then play the map again. However, it's not a hard one to get. You'll get this on your 2nd or 3rd try. It's not going to take you that much time at all. fourth time at most. My only recommendation is to do this one by yourself. If you're playing online, chances are people are just going to start killing the Zeds before they end up falling into the pit. And same goes for the previous one, Blender. I recommend doing them by yourself unless you have a team of people who are with you and also are trying to get them done. And lastly, we have Deadly Relapse, which is the classic, the very classic. It's been there in every seasonal event. It's just beat the new map with the difficulty set to hard or higher. It's really easy. And that's going to be it for the seasonal objectives. Go out there, get yourself your nice Jaeger skins for your AA12. Let me know what you think of the skin, which one of them is your favorite. Like I said, I like the RGB one. If you want, stick around. I'm about to talk about the new weapons, how they feel mechanically speaking, because the stats aren't finalized. I don't really want to go into how I feel about them entirely. I can say that for another video. So for the HRG Incendiary Rifle, I really like how it plays. It feels really good. I like having extra Molotovs. I mean, it's just what they are. They're Molotovs. I know that says incendiary grenades, but they behave the same way. When things start to get out of hand, I tend to just spam Molotovs, so this kind of helps me like keep that under control. Usually you can't spam it because you gotta load in another grenade each time. But mainly it's just an excuse to have more Molotovs. It's a nice addition to Firebug. It's a strange one, in my opinion, but it's a nice one. Now for the real weapon, the Compound Bow. This is the DLC weapon. You're going to have to pay for this one. Hopefully it won't be $10, because it's the only DLC weapon coming out for this update. It's not going to be bundled with another weapon. Hopefully it'll be like $5. It probably won't be, but hopefully it will be. I'm going to get it, so if you want to try it out, just come and play with me. How do I feel about it though? I like it. I like how you don't have to draw it back. It feels like a bow in basically any game. The longer you hold the click down, there's a certain charge, when you fully charge it, it's gonna do more damage, it's gonna have better penetration, stuff like that. Now, how do I feel about the ice arrows? I think they're very effective. They're probably gonna be more effective when I actually use them with other players. This time around, I didn't get some friends together to actually give it all a try together, so I won't entirely know. I will say this though, on hard, going up against quarter pounders, they didn't seem to work very well. So they're kind of like a dumbed down version of the ice grenade, which is pretty good. Because then you're going to have some serious balance issues if you have 30 ice arrows that can freeze Zeds. Like that is too much. As expected, like the crossbow, you can get your arrows back. So that's really nice. Now the one thing about it that I really like is that it has a knife. It has a bayonet. This bow has a bayonet, so your melee does a lot more damage. At least I believe it has a bayonet. I don't recall talking about it too much in my last video covering the event before it releases, but I do like it. And honestly, the sharpshooter needs bayonets. When the Zeds start to get really close, you're basically screwed. If there's too many Zeds surrounding you, you're basically done as a sharpshooter. I didn't feel like I did get surrounded with the compact bow, and I did manage to fight my way out of there. So it's a nice one. It's going to be a nice addition to sharpshooter. And that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the new stuff in the comments section. Please let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you want to see more Killing Floor 2, Payday 2, and Doom content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm also working on some funny moments for Halo. We have a Halo night every Wednesday. If you want to join, it's on PC. It starts at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We basically just play a bunch of custom maps. It's a lot of fun. You should come join us. Well, that's going to be it for now. I've been CabooseDOTexe, and I hope to see you guys soon. And remember, I love you. Oh, I almost completely forgot. I have something really important to tell you that you're going to want to hear. Consider this a little sneak peek for anyone who is willing to wait this long to see it. Stay till around to the end of the video, like I like to put in sometimes. I was at PAX East, and while I was there, I went up and met some of the people from Tripwire, and I asked them, why does the paid DLC weapons, why are they not multi-perk? They said the reason why they're not multi-perk is because of balancing. In fact, because of the balancing issue that the game has, that's why they decided to go with HRG weapons. They found that at times it felt like when they made a weapon multi-perk, the weapon that it was initially meant for that perk ended up just not being as useful there as it was for the secondary perk. Take, for example, the FNFAL. It's meant as a sharpshooter weapon, but I'm telling you, I think it's way better as a commando weapon. In order to avoid this moving forward, they decided to just make the HRG class weapons. This way, on top of it just being balanced, they'll now be able to make sure that the weapons themselves aren't, or they get a little bonus. They get a nice little bonus added to them. Because of this, we have, the incendiary rifle. I mean, there would be no justification otherwise as to why the M16 M308 would be for the Firebug without it being an HRG weapon. However, I still feel like they could make some of the paid DLC weapons, multi-perk. It would then justify their price a little bit more. I don't know if there's much you can do to justify a $10 asking price for one weapon, but having them be multi-perk would really help with that. My example will always be the Rhino for Sharpshooter. I mean, it's a pistol. Sharpshooter's got pistols. Give it the one. It doesn't need both. All right, well, let me know what you guys think. That's going to be it for now. I mean it this time. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it'll be soon. All right, love y'all. Bye-bye.